pretty good in the trials. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel pretty good as well. Obviously, got a bit of confidence getting through those first two trials, and yeah, I guess all the reps you put into training, it sort of comes into fruition, and yeah, I guess trained today and felt good, so it's good leading to this week.
Friendly fire with the black eye?
No, it wasn't. Actually happened over in Fiji. I think one of the Knights boys copped a little bit of a stray elbow, so it's coming down now. It should be all good by Friday, hopefully clear.
Have you got an update? I don't know if Cam Munster's coming in, but obviously he's had an injury, and then maybe they had a setback with that. How's that looking?
Yeah, dad life's getting to him, I think. He's been a bit unlucky, man. I can sympathise with him because I know how tough it is, sort of going back-to-back injuries and in unlucky circumstances as well. I still don't know if he's playing this week or what the go is. You'll have to ask him if he comes up here, but yeah, he's still in high spirits, plenty of energy around the club, and yeah, I guess it's just his body he's got to worry about, and they've got a good week leading to get it right.
How is the mindset for you coming back from injury? Has it been easier than the last time?
Yeah, I think you just build a bit more of appreciation for it this time with being out for so long. I think you just take more of a joy out of being a part of the game and back in part of a team environment. So the boys have made it really easy. We've done a lot of work this year on making sure that when you do something really good, you're rewarding it and you're speaking to those people about it. And yeah, lucky enough, over the weekend we had a bit of a thing where you'd send each other a text if you feel like someone's done a good job, and I was lucky enough to get a few, and yeah, it does make you feel great, but that's the sort of thing we're trying to build at the moment, and yeah, the support I have from the club and the support I had from the boys has definitely helped me get to where I am now, and yeah, be confident enough to take on round one.
How did you feel watching the two games yesterday? Is that somewhere you want to end up maybe?
Yeah, that was pretty sick, wasn't it? I think the NRL did a really good job of promoting the game, and I think the fans did a really good job of turning up in numbers. And I guess if you're going to look at some things to improve for next year, it might be announcing the teams sooner rather than later, because yeah, definitely if I was a fan, I'd be booking my tickets to go there next year if my team was playing. So brilliant spectacle. They got plenty of guys out at the game that are from the NFL and NBA and whatnot, and yeah, I guess to see that, it's pretty amazing. So I don't know how they're going to go about it, whether you do a World Club Challenge over there or something like that, sort of neutral ground, or yeah, just do 4 different teams each year. So yeah, it was very exciting. Did a bit of jealous watching it, just sort of sitting there knowing that it could have been us, but yeah, fingers crossed, hopefully next year.
Massive test Friday. How are you feeling?
Yeah, big test Friday. I feel really good personally, and yeah, I guess the team we're in a good spot as well. And I think I heard Welchie speak before about everyone's trained the house down, and I think it's sort of the common theme every year, but yeah, you don't know until you're sort of into the game. We feel like we're prepared, but yeah, you never know. Hopefully we can get a big crowd out here on the weekend on Friday night, and there's no AFL on, so yeah, hopefully get a few more numbers. But I feel good, team feels good, and yeah, now we've just got to build into the season.
He says he's going to retire most years, but has Craig given any indication of whether this will be the last?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have thought it would have been last year, to be honest. He had the camera crew after him and thought it was going to be the last dance, but no, he... I don't know what he's going to do if he gives it up, because he loves footy that much. So I guess he'll have a role somewhere, whether he's head coach or whether he's just overseeing the program. But yeah, your guess is just as good as mine at the moment.
Does it give you any extra motivation?
Oh, not really, I don't think. It's just sort of business as usual. And I don't think he'd want that either. I think he's sort of, you know what Craig wants out of you each week. And yeah, if you turn up and doing your job and you're doing it aggressively, he's happy with that. So yeah, I don't think it changes too much, but at the same time, I guess it's something, if it is something, but he hasn't said anything yet.
How much has he helped you during your career?
Oh, massively. Yeah, he's hard but fair. I think that's the way I sort of explain it to a lot of people when they ask about Craig. Yeah, he doesn't demand much, but what he does demand is an intensity and giving it your all. And I think one of his quotes he goes by is, if you're going to do something for your job, you've got to give it 100%. And yeah, I guess if your whole squad's buying into that, it's going to be a pretty good team environment. But it starts from him. He's in the gym every morning, still working out, still bench pressing a lot more than some of the other boys in the gym. So he's just a harder worker, and yeah, he's always in his office, always analysing games. And yeah, I guess when you see your head coach doing that, it just makes you want to do it as a player.
You guys seem to hit the ground running in round one. Talk about the record, and is it a good time then to maybe meet the Panthers?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had a couple. The last few years it's been Para, Tigers, and gee, I don't know. My memory doesn't go back that far, but I remember similar talks around when we versed Para round one. They had a really strong side, and little Harry Grant scored in that little last minute there and won us the game. But yeah, I guess it hones your focus in, and I guess the Panthers are no different in that regard. They're a red hot side, obviously won 3 in a row now, and coming off a tough loss over in the World Club Challenge. So yeah, like I said, we've got a pretty good record in round one, but every year's a little bit different, and we've got to prepare what's suited to what Penrith are going to throw at us.
Obviously, you're probably just looking game at a time coming
Yeah.
back from injury, but is State of Origin sort of on your mind at the moment? Or?
Oh, not really. Hey, yeah, it's probably just getting through games and trying to build, and I guess that's in the middle of the year. So hopefully I've built enough of a foundation to put myself in the picture. But yeah, I'm a big believer when you do play good footy, you just put yourself in that picture and yeah, get picked. But at the same time, the focus now is just getting through a bit of footy, getting some reps in, and yeah, hopefully winning plenty of games.
What do you think about Origin coming to Melbourne?
Yeah. It's I actually played a curtain raiser down here in under 16s or 18s, so that was pretty sick. Like, I think by the end of the game we probably had 30 or 40,000, and at the time that was the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. And it is a little bit different, the dynamic. Like, you're obviously a bit further away from the crowd, but still I remember watching the game after, and yeah, having nearly 100,000 people there cheering on. It's quite loud, and I think the Blues might have won that game, so hopefully it's another good omen.